learned how to get user input using the scanner object. So we're going to learn how to get user input, but we're going to do it with a GUI, or a graphical user interface, called JOptionPane. So we do need to import something. So we're going to say import javax.swing.JOptionPane, written just like this with a capital J, capital O, and a capital P. So here we're still going to read keyboard input, and here we're going to do the same thing that we just did with the gross pay and all of that, but we're going to say string name, int hours, and then we're going to also say double pay rate and gross pay. So everything looks the same right now. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to now get the user's name. Now this is how it looks a little differently. We're just going to say name equals JOptionPane.show input dialog. And then here it's where we're going to type in the question, what is your name? And that's it. Because once we store it, it gets stored automatically in here with JOptionPane. Now we want to get the hours. So now this is going to look a little different, and I need to add actually one more thing in here. So with JOptionPane, we need to actually, it stores everything in as a string, and when we're dealing with numbers, we have to convert them from a string to that number. Otherwise, we can't do math with it. So here I'm going to say input string equals the same thing, the JOptionPane.show not message, show input dialog. And then here we're just going to say hours worked. And then now here's where we need to convert. So we need to convert the string, if I can type, to an int. So we're going to say now the name of our int. So we're going to say hours equal integer, because we're converting it to an integer, dot parse int. And then in the middle here in these parentheses, we have to write where that information is stored. And right now it's stored as in the input string variable. So we're going to say input string. We're going to do the same thing for the hourly pay. So here I'm going just to say hourly pay, and then I'm going to say pay rate, and then this line is going to look a little different. We're going to say a double dot parse double, and it's still stored in the input string. And then we do the math just like normal. Gross pay equals hours times pay rate. And then now to display all of this information to the user, what we're going to do is we're going to write in, so we're going to display. We're going to say JOptionPane.show message dialog. And then the first thing that we write here is null. And then we're going to say hello plus, I'm going to put a space right there, hello plus name plus you earned plus gross pay. So now if I run this, you're going to see this dialog box pop in. What is your name? Johnny Smith. Hours worked, 45 hours. Hourly pay, 20. Hello, Johnny Smith. You earned $900 this week. So that is how you do JOptionPane. Very simple, very easy, and it gives us a nice little look. Now, the only thing is about this is it runs in the background unless we type in. So we're going to say exit the program. We just need to type in system.exit 0. and that exits the program. So after it's done running and goes through, so Johnny 3412, and I press OK, then it quits everything and it stops it from running in the background, which is nice. And that is it for this video.